Just kidding. Yeah, go.
Are you ready to go? Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Zeramus555 here. I'm here with Mike, aka what's your YouTube account, Mike?
Dragunity Watts.
Okay.
There'll be a link right there.
Right there, where you're pointing.
Yep.
How long do you want it there for? Because if it's there for the whole video.
Till now.
Okay.
Take it away now.
All right. Do you want it down below as well? Like down.
Put it there and put it right here. Now.
Okay. No. I meant like down below in like the bar.
Shut up and get with the video.
Okay. So anyways, we went to locals today. It was one of the biggest locals we've ever had. It wasn't huge.
28?
Yeah, 28 is really big for Skyhaven. It's Victoria. It's not super busy. And yeah, Mike went undefeated. Went 5-0.
What up?
I should have played him in the finals, but I got sacked.
64.8.
Yeah, because the last one was last one was 64.8.
64.9.
This is 64.9, guys. Mike's Dragunity Dex 64.9.
The G-Unity.
If anyone gets that joke, because it's like a year-old joke.
Yeah, he was like, what deck version is it? I was like, 64.8. And everyone's like, what?
So I put that in the description. Anyways, yeah, do you have anything to say about your deck before we get started on the deck list here?
Love it. I've played it since it came out. Didn't really hop on the bandwagon because everyone's like, oh, Dragunity are shit. And I was like, they look pretty badass. And you know what? I'm glad I went with them.
They are badass.
They're my favorite deck in the whole wide world.
What were your matchups?
Wind up.
Tell us your records too against them if you remember.
I went 2-1 against Windups. Game 1, I just shit on his day. I opened up. I went first. He didn't have Valor, so I just filled the board. Went nuts on him. He just scooped it up. Showed me his hand, so he was like, "Oh, I got this." And I was like, "Okay, I see he's playing Windups." So I'm like, "You shouldn't have done that." Sorry, Charles. But then I went in Valor.
I don't know if he'll watch this.
I went in Max C's on him. He still went off on the Maxi when I played the Maxi because I drew a turn 1, and he still managed to kill me because he went Shockmaster. The only out I had to it was Judgment. I pretty much had to do it because he was going to win with that, and then he just killed me. Then game 3, I just went off on him, and he couldn't do anything. Next one was Worms.
You played Eli?
I played Eli.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even see what he was playing game 1 because I just had the nuts. Game 2, he had the nuts. He had like Starlight Road. He did have Starlight Road because I tried to heavy him mid-game. He had Honest dicked me over in that one, and then he just had the nuts for Worms.
Oh, the Honest your Stardust?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, and then he just, game 3, he just played like a Worm player and died. The next matchup was Bahamut Burn, my buddy Dustin, and Fiendish Chain.
Bahamut Burn.
Bahamut Burn.
I should get a deck profile.
Yeah,
Actually, I haven't had a ton of people like, "Whoa, what's Bahamut Burn?"
It's pretty.
It's actually really cool. Deck,
if you can't tribute summon, you lose. You do.
Basically, you summon Bahamut to special Acid Golem from your extra deck, and you just give it to your opponent.
He runs creature swap, or he runs Mystic Box, so he can pop one of your monsters and give you the Acid Golem.
Because it can attack either when it has.
It can attack, and you can't special summon. You're taking 2 grand a turn, and with the Mystic Box, if you set something, he's gonna like summon another one and then pop it and then give you 2 Acid Golems. You're just gonna die even quicker.
Yeah. And what was your record against that?
I 2-0'd that because I got 3 Mystletainn. So
oh yeah, you opened. Oh yeah, I think I saw you playing that one.
My next matchup was Dino Rabbit, and I somehow managed to 2-0 that.
That was sick. He was pretty salty. Sorry.
Game 1 he drew like a bunch of shit and just did not have anything good. He just said a bunch of shit, and then game 2 he just said a bunch of shit, and it was all bluffs. We had a good little slug out. He had the macros slowing me down, but I managed to Dux beat him down. It's like summon Dux, equip Phalanx, attack, and then he tried to...
Well, the only thing he has in the whole deck to get over that is Sabersaurus.
Yeah, he summoned like Sabersaurus, and he tried to attack, but I mirror forced it. And the next turn I summoned another Dux, and I'm like, okay, they're at 21 right now. And he had the macro up, so, I'm not going to try synchroing with them, so I just beat them down with 21s, and then next turn, I ditched for the last Duck, so now they're at 23 and I killed them. And then the last matchup was Dragunity's.
Yeah, the mirror match. The guy I lost to.
It was
he scrubbed hard against me.
It was a sick first game, because I looped, and then I was like, okay, I didn't have any back row. And then he looped into the same loop I did, but he was able to pick me apart, with my Stardust, with his Scrap Dragon and stuff. Then after that, it was a slow game, because after that, it was not much left. And I managed to get Crimson Blader up to take him,
Rex his deck.
Take him down.
Yeah.
But I won that one barely. Then game 2, he went first, he looped. I tried to pick over him, and I wasn't able to. I did manage to get the Crimson Blader off and kill him, but then he Darkhold it later, and Monster Reborn it and killed my own thing with it. I was like, that's game. I was like, I can't summon anything.
He always has the fucking reborn, that
yeah,
kid.
and then
Excuse
the
my
third
language.
game, I just went off on him, and I sided hard for him. I sided triple Valor, double Max C for game 2, and then game 3 I put in double Thunder King, so I was going first in case I didn't open my loop. I wanted to open up the Thunder Kings, and I opened up my loop, and he tried to summon a Dux, and I warninged it, and then he had nothing after that, and I just killed him the next turn. It was over.
Cool.
So it was good.
All right, well, let's get on to the deck profile here.
Starting it off, that was probably a while.
It was 5 minutes, but I'm just going to give a little description thing at the bottom.
Dux,
Yeah.
times 3. Key, staple. He's the main guy of the deck. He makes sure all your plays happen. He equips and he boosts himself, so he's pretty good. Triple Phalanx. You need him. He's your main tuner. No exclamation. He's your main synchros. Triple Mystletainn.
Now, why 3? Most people only run 2.
I want to open it up. Today I actually opened up one game against the Macro Rabbit. It was the first game. I opened up triple Mystletainn and this. And I was like, that's okay. Summon, send to the graveyard, special summon, equip, send to the graveyard. And I made Stardust and Strike Bouncer. So it's pretty good. I consistently want to open it up.
Yeah, and then you set the Bottomless too.
Yeah, and also it's a 1-for-1 with Valor. I hear people say, "Oh, it's some dumb thing," but it is 1-for-1 with Valor.
Yeah, you summon Dux, they Valor, you send the Dux to the graveyard.
Gives you options and lets your loop happen.
Yeah.
Easier
tune plays.
2, Garuda the Wind Spirits.
Now, why do you like that card?
It is a little bird. It's pretty legit, but you can banish like it. If you have a Dux in your hand and a Phalanx in the graveyard, that's your loop because you summon the Dux, go Vadriana. And then you bring the Phalanx up, and then you banish the Dux to special summon this guy, and then you've got your loop, and you're stoked. You only need, essentially, you need a Dux.
Well, you do the 2 Vajranas for a tomb, right?
I do a Vadriana and Gaideric for a tomb.
Right.
So you just need either like a Mystletainn and a Dux, or Garuda and a Dux. Sometimes you can get away with a Garuda, 2 Garudas, and a Mystletainn. If you can special summon it, then tribute it. So
right.
It gives you more options.
The 1 red eyes.
1
obviously.
red eyes. Want him to stay in the deck for the loop. Sometimes he gets in your hand. It just lets you can still do the loop. You just negative.
Now, one thing I noticed you're not running, and I know the other Dragunity Fag was playing it.
Achilles.
Achilles, yeah.
He runs Achilles and Legionnaire. I
hope that guy's not a fan of my channel. He's gonna watch this and like cry.
I love them back in the day, but they're too slow right now. But Evil Swarms are coming out, so that does make them playable again.
Right.
I do feel like Ophion is a bad card, but it's a good card at the same time. So I feel like it's gonna slow the whole format down, like in general.
Will, yeah.
Because it's
gonna be like when Xian was at 3. Like people just have to play around Xian.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play around Ophion, and Legionnaire Achilles is gonna be busted for that. Because you're just gonna summon it.
Yeah.
Top 2. He gets over Bottomless because he's like 21. 20,
yeah, you're not gonna go +1 off it, but you're gonna go
plus.
1-for-1 because they grab their card thing, whatever it's called.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Next, Zephy.
Now, I just 1. Some people do run 2, just so you can get it more consistently.
I did run 2, but I traded them out for my baby rock.
You love that thing. Why do you love that thing?
I came up with this thing, put it in a long time ago for the loops, and it was legit. And then that one kid that topped in Europe was running it. I was like, oh no, he's running it too. I was so stoked.
Well, I remember you came up that way. You're like, wait a minute, I should run that card. This was like.
I was just sitting there one day and I just read it and I was like,
yeah, this was way before Dragunities were doing anything in the OTG.
So good
yeah.
with Gaderg. Because I didn't even think about looping with him. I was thinking about if I open him up in my hand and I could go Gaderg instead of Vadriana, and I could add a Dux to my hand instead of the field spell. And then I realized you could loop with him, and then that one kid topped and had that loop. And I was like, oh my god, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
So good.
So and that's, oh yeah, right.
2.
Oh, I love that card.
Cardcar
That thing put in so much work for me.
So much work because I don't really want to summon stuff unless I'm gonna loop. If I don't have a loop, I want to set a back row and then just summon this at my turn because I don't want to. The only card I really want to summon and just sit on is usually a Phalanx.
Yeah.
I don't because I still.
Thing is, as well as game 1, you open that in a back row, your opponent doesn't know what deck you're playing against. So if you set something generic, the MST, they're like, well, shit, you might have a Gorge or something, right?
Yeah. So it's always good. It always leaves.
That thing put in work. I actually opened 2 of those against Kyle's Monarchs today. It was awesome.
You
it was so salty.
Triple Ravine and triple Terraforming because the deck needs to be consistent. Sometimes I side one out in game 2. Depends on what I'm going against.
Yeah.
And what I need to
Just
get.
need to get to it as soon as possible.
Just need to get to it as soon as possible. And worst comes to worst, you can fodder them. One heavy.
Now, do you like Storm in that deck? I'm just asking because there's so much water right now in the game. I found I sided Storm out like a lot of games.
I like it. If I go first and I have Storm, they have one back row and a heavy, it's a sphere. What do you freaking do? Like.
Now, for all those Americans out there, what is this again?
It's 9/11. Guy jumping out of the Twin Towers. My old roommate Curtis did that. Props to him.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
He saw it and was like, "Hey, you know what? Can I draw on this?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." So he drew it. So I took my Ultra out at the time, or my Super out, and put that in. And I was like, "That's too funny." He's a good kid, so I was stoked on that.
Yeah.
He hated Yu-Gi-Oh, but he just wanted to piss people off somehow.
But do you ever find this, like, you draw this and it's dead? Because I'm running this in Sam's, and I freaking hate drawing this card when you have like 3 back rows.
I've had good control. I've Ravine to fodder it. That's my thing.
Oh, okay, that's, yeah,
something
that's
like people at Cardcar D is so dead in your deck. I'm like 90% of the
Nothing's
time.
ever done
I open
that
Cardcar D up most of my hands, but I just ditched it. I don't care.
Yeah, it's there just if you need it, just to get to your Ravine.
There if I
and
need it.
stuff
If I don't
quicker.
need it, I can fodder it. One Dark Hole, still need Dark Hole. One Reborn, Stapes, Avarice, because I can shuffle my shit back in and go to town.
Go again.
Mind Control.
How'd you like that today? Because I told you to put that in.
It saved me against the Macro Rabbit when he
yeah.
had Lagia. I was like, Mind Control, and he was like, well, I'll go to negate. And I was like, yeah, and then I just went off on him.
It's pretty much like against cards like that. It's like you do that to Xian as well, they have to negate.
Yeah, I run 4 tuners, so might as well.
Yeah.
But I wish my levels were more diverse in my extra deck, so I only run 6s and 8s.
You don't run a 7?
No.
You should run at least 1. There's probably stuff you didn't bring out today either, was there?
Yeah, but I still...
Yeah, just to have
one
it.
Foolish, just because everyone's like, don't run this, you run Triple Ravine.
No, you need to run
But you know what? I don't usually draw.
You can always just dump the Zephyros.
I know, that's what I did today too, but like, I need it. I'd say I don't need it, but anytime I take it out, I want it. And there's been too many games that I've opened up with like double Dux, a bunch of good field spells, and a Foolish. This is way better, because now I can make a Stardust sit on a shit ton of back row, and just...
Foolish is still busted. You basically toolbox your graveyard.
One Book of Moon. So
how'd you like that? You said you dead drew it a lot today.
I dead drew it today. It was useless anytime I got it. I foddered it like twice today.
Yeah.
Triple Fiendish Chain.
How'd you like those babies?
I liked it today. Honestly, it did put in some good work.
Yeah.
Saved me against the acid.
Great with Zephyros.
And it's great with Zephyros too. So that's like, open this. I can Fiendish Chain their shit. Then my turn, Foolish Zephyros, bounce it and reuse it. So it just gives a good. It's just a good plus with that. Double Mirror Force, everyone's like, oh, it's Starlight Road. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm going to be sitting on a Stardust.
Yeah, so that doesn't do anything.
So if you want to attack, I'm going to kill.
Did you ever wish those were D prisms?
Not today.
No?
Not today.
What was the most monsters you hit with that today?
Actually just one.
Oh. You just 1 for 1 a lot?
Yeah, I just 1 for 1 with it, so.
It's good against water, though. Just have that protection. The water tries to go off, and you're like, oh, guess what? I got the Mirror Force.
Double Bottomless.
Staple, yeah,
so
you
good.
need
them. They're good against
Now, what do you think about this card now that Elemental Dragons are coming out soon?
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I think you still have to run it, though, because it's great versus Prophecy. It's kind of like you play Elemental Dragons, you just side it out.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
We'll see when they come out.
Yeah, and Judgment Warning.
Judgment Warning. I need them. They're clutch.
Cool. So how many cards was that?
41. Okay. Probably gonna drop.
You're gonna drop the book? Okay. Sweet. Solid build. Now why 3?
Get the hell out of here. You need 3, and you need him too.
Yeah.
They're part of the loops, and they're just your options level 8. The only thing I don't like about Dragunities is that you have to take up 4 spots in your extra deck to make the deck playable.
Yeah.
So, but it gives you a lot of.
Generally, though, you just do the same plays. You're just making like Stardust and Photon Strike Bouncer and stuff.
You're making level 8 Orient Dragon. He actually put in work today.
Against what? You actually hit somebody with it?
Yeah, someone Starlight wrote it and had a Stardust.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I went into this instead because I was actually out of targets because I'd already looped and everything, and just like, it was against Dustin's crappy little Vomit Burn. He Starlight wrote me and he had the Stardust, and I was like.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, you could have crashed.
Oh no! I got Dragunity Kid with this in game 2.
Oh, you did bring it out.
I did get him with it.
Did you hit a Stardust?
Yeah, I did.
I bet you he wasn't running that either.
I did. No, he wasn't running it.
That's awesome.
Now onto the level 8s Colossal Fighter.
I know you didn't bring him out at all
today, but there was a lot of times I bring him out.
No, but you know what's weird? Nobody ran Samurais today. Our locals is usually flooded with samurais and nobody plays them.
Scrap
Weird.
Dragon.
Yeah.
He did some good work. Today, always Scrap Dragon. New guy to the lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Queen Dragon Djinn for him.
Oh, yeah.
He put in some sick work. This is what locked him. The Dragunity kid downgrade game 3 because he couldn't go off because he set his Phalanx. And, yeah, this is what they did.
Very good card.
Can't normal summer, special summer.
So good.
Thought Ruler, never going to take him out. I love this card so much.
Did you bring it out at all?
I didn't bring him out today.
No. But he's great. You run
He's
like
great.
stun decks and stuff. He's really good.
Yeah.
All the D prisons and compulsory and Fiendish Chain.
With how popular that shit is right now, sometimes people are dumb. They wait till you get here to like do the Fiendish Chain.
Yeah.
Go, okay, whatever. Good luck getting all that shit.
Yeah.
Double Stardust. You need double Stardust because sometimes if you have a lot of back row and you can do the loop, you want to go and Stardust, Red Eyes just so you can protect it, and then you want to make a Scrap Dragon start popping their shit, and you want to be able to protect that back row because that back row is going to save you that game. And then on the XYZs, we got Tum, which is staple for the loop. This guy, I'm obviously going to run him to go over him, and I run Mind Control and all that good stuff.
So
Monster
good. Did you
Reborn.
actually Mind Control anybody today and jack their guy over there? Aw.
One Photon Strike Bouncer,
Yeah.
because he's pretty busted. And just staple. And one Insect Exhibit. I only won one removal in the extra deck, which is the Scrap Dragon. Instead of a second Scrap Dragon, I decided to go the Exhibeetle just because he
Did
doesn't
you use it all
detach,
today?
he sends. I used him in a for fun game on the side.
Yeah, I saw you use it versus Nico.
Yeah, I sent a thing and then I just put a Dragoon over him. So he's pretty good.
He's a good card. I won't worry about the side deck too much.
Why? They want to see it. They want to see it. We'll go through it quickly.
Okay.
1, 2.
The thing with side deck, guys, I'm just going to say right now, is that side decks really comes down to what's being played in your locals and whatnot. So he's just going to show you what he played.
Triple Veiler because I was weak to anything like Insectors and stuff like that. I felt weak
Didn't
to
get to
them.
freaking play you, though.
Max Seeks, I get, wind-ups, spammy decks like Sam's and stuff. I want to be able to get around their shit.
Yeah.
Like double Fossil Dyna for like any kind of spam decks that I can't deal with. So that's pretty simple.
Love Fossil Dyna.
Huh?
Love Fossil Dyna.
Double Thunder King.
You started those in against the Dragunity.
Yeah, but I didn't open them up. Double D Prism in case I went against Heroes
Love
and
that
shit.
card.
It's pretty good.
Do you wish you sided the compulsories instead, or of anything else? Or
I'm thinking about it.
I think you should still side the D prisons. But
One Soul Jinx. I only have one, and I'll have two now. But
you should let me borrow them for the regionals.
Double Decree
Give them back.
because it was legit against the Worm Kid, but I didn't actually use it because he ran shit. I was running like 18 traps.
Yeah, he ran like that deck runs like 18 traps.
18 traps.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw
He runs 2 Starlight
how many
Roads, I'm
traps-
pretty sure.
Yeah, as soon as I saw how many traps he was going, I was just like, well, these are going in.
Yeah.
And finally one Grand Mole, even though I didn't use it, which I wish it was. I should have.
Yeah.
I didn't even like. I'm looking at it. My deck's too fast.
That thing's gonna be amazing though.
Against
People start
Ophion.
Oh my gosh, Evil Swarms, because all they run is just a bunch of like.
You make Ophion.
lances
Okay,
and
well,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
So I hope you make Ophion next turn too.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. All right, so yeah, this is Mike's Dragunity deck again. He went 5-0.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, Mike.
I'm gonna start making videos again once I get a PS Vita. Well, I'm gonna make. Last time, guys, I said I was gonna make videos. I did. You know the problem is I don't know how to fucking put them on YouTube or get them off the camera. Was the big issue.
Yeah, I was getting them off.
I made like a few videos and I had this camera there. And I'm just like,
fail. All right, so this is an 18-minute deck profile.
okay, well I'm sorry about that, but I hope you all watch it.
God damn it, Mike! Why can't you ever just stop talking?
Subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.